interactive map project. Here I created a mood board of pictures I had taken in Kingston. My reasoning for the pictures of pubs is because the theme of my map is the pubs in Kingston. I took pictures of the fonts especially as I wanted to get an idea for what sort of font I should use. Here is a drawing of Kingston map, which I originally drew by hand and corrected and refined on Photoshop. I soon realized that the image became pixelated due to Photoshop being a pixel-based program. Here is the colored-in version of that map, which I had colored in using Adobe Photoshop. Now this here is the illustrated version of my map. I prefer this as it feels a lot more refined and the paths seem easier to see. This is due to my use of drop shadow, which add more depth to the path and make it look more professional in my opinion.
A few of my earlier sketches. These here are the icons. This was originally going to be of each of the pubs, and this was a mind map.
Here are the icons which I would eventually use for my map, excluding the beer glass, which I eventually exchanged for a tankard. Here is my map with the icons and information boxes above them. This is arranged like this, so once you clicked onto an icon, it would open up an information box. I transferred everything on Adobe Animate and started to animate all the buttons, icons, objects, etc. Here is my interactive map. What you will notice is as soon as my cursor hovers over this icon, it changes to a hand, and as soon as you click onto it, it comes up with the information box, which shows the rating it got out of 5 on Google. This is the postcode. Here are the days that it opens and closes, and this here is a hyperlink. Now the hyperlink takes you onto their website, and the same can be said for each of the icons. And here is the close button. On my leaflet, I was inspired by a pub window, with the bottles being visible through it and the flowers in the front. I thought this would be a nice touch, as a lot of pubs display flowers to make the pubs look more appealing. The middle part is inspired by a bill where usually there would be the name of the item and price. Instead, I changed it to the name of the pubs and the postcode. And the third page is the legend, where the numbers on this page are linked with the numbers on the map. This is so if the reader is reading the names on the leaflet and wonders where they are on the map, all they need to do is look for the same number from the leaflet. The app. I decided to change the overall look of the app. However, I was meant to keep the design close to my leaflet, so I transferred the pub window from my leaflet and placed it onto my splash screen, so they link in some way. The login page has 3 options: email, password, and get started. I decided to make the selection boxes in the shapes of alcohol bottles as it links with the theme. Once you'd click on Get Started, you would see a selection screen. The reason why the selection page is elongated is so that the page can scroll on mobile devices. Once you click onto one of the icons, it will take you onto the selection page. If you clicked on the Albion icon, it will take you to the information page. So here's my app. This is the login page. These are all the options. These are all the options you have. As soon as you click on this, it takes you onto here. And like my interactive map and my leaflet, there's a vague description of the pub and the days from Monday to Friday, a picture of the pub and its location here. Over on this arrow, this will take you back to the splash screen. this icon here will add a bookmark. This here is the sharing icon. So if you want to airdrop it to a friend or send a message, send it through email or add it to your notes. And this here is if you want to add some notes. So as soon as you click on here, this will bring up the keyboard. Here is a view of my app displayed onto a kiosk. The two different people represent a user interacting with it.